If you're preparing the second violin part to Spongebob Squarepants Theme, you're going to need to know three things to get started. You're going to need to know your G major scale, your C major scale, and you're going to need to be skilled at playing off the beat. And I'm going to show you how to do all those things. We're going to combine the first and last skills for this first exercise. We're going to be doing the G major scale and then playing off the beat. To do this, it's recommended that you use a metronome. Mine is going to be set to 72 beats per minute. So this is our beat. Now, when we ordinarily play scales, we're playing on the beat. We're going to be playing kind of like this. But if we're playing off the beat, we have to wait for the downbeat to happen, and then we're going to kind of bounce in that space in between the beats. Kind of like we dropped our bow and it bounced up from the floor. It's going to sound like this. Let's try this going by twos. So 2 G's, 2 A's, 2 B's, etc. 1, 2, wait for the beat, and down. Next comes the famous Spongebob theme in G. So we've done the G major scale. We want to make sure we practice the Spongebob Squarepants. So this is G, that's E, D, and B. That happens throughout the piece, so it's a very good idea to get a handle on how to play this correctly. Note that last note, the B, is played on the G string using second finger. Let's do that together a couple of times. Everybody ready? 1, 2, here goes. 1, 2, once again, and. I'd like you to practice this about 8 to 10 times in one sitting, counting to 4 in between. You could even, instead of counting numerically, you could say Sponge, Bob, Square, Pants, and then play it. You could even have someone in your family join in and say it in between, as long as they can keep a steady beat. The next skill we're going to learn is the C major scale. Now, C major is one scale where we're not going to be starting on an open string. We started on open G for G major and D for D major. How do we start C? Well, we've got to make a C first. 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 fingers on G. G, A, B, C. There's our C. So that's our first note. C. Open D is next. E. Now second finger, instead of going to its normal place, we're going to cozy it up to first finger. We call this low second finger. This is going to give us F natural. I'll play those notes again. C, D, E, F. G is where it normally goes, so now you'll see the spaces between my second and my third finger. G, A, B. Whoop. We're going to do the same thing with second finger up here and bring it back to our first finger. C natural instead of C sharp. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Let's do that with the bow. Now that we know the C major scale, we can play the Spongebob theme in C. So instead of starting on G, we've moved up to a C. This is, of course, low second finger that I just showed you. Then A, open string. Then G, which is 3 fingers on D, and then 1 finger on D, which makes E. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, try again. 1, 2, here goes. Very important to keep your second finger low to start with. So you don't start with something like we want. So that is the next time that I see you guys in your individual violin sections, I want you to have prepared these 2 scales. I'm going to give you the 2, 3, 4 method. Say the note names twice each day. Play them as half notes, so slower to get used to the notes. And then set your metronome and play the notes off the beat like we practiced a little bit earlier. You can always go back in the video and see that part again if you want to have an idea of how to practice it. And then last, our little 4-note Spongebob theme. Spongebob Squarepants. That's so short, you're going to practice that 10 times each day. Looking forward to our next class. Thanks for watching. Bye.